So Mark, do you want to tell us where you are?
Yes, I do. I definitely want to tell you where we are. The Bob Moog Foundation is in the house at Sear Sound, and I'm standing right next to Walter Sear's Moog Modular, which is maintained and kept completely functional. It's not currently on. I wish it was. But yeah, here it is. This has been used by undoubtedly numerous musicians, and also Walter Sear. So it's kind of a religious experience to be here with it. And yeah, in fact, this was the one that was in the Moog movie that Bob and Walter were bracketing in that movie. So it's really a cool thing to be here and to see it.
And do you notice anything about that system that's unusual?
You're going to make me say the thing. Everyone's going to hate me for saying this. I looked at it, and there's a couple of interesting things. You'd expect to see more envelope generators, but there's only 3. But there are a great deal of oscillators, which is really cool. Also the fixed filter bank, which is something I love, and I'm glad to see it here. The thing that is not here, that you so often see people have or make a big deal about, is a sequencer. There's no 960 here. And I have to admit, although they're great for CV voltages, I'm glad to see that this one, for the lack of the sequencer, seems to have more of a focus in performance instead of, sequencing. So that's pretty cool.
Cool. And what different kind of oscillators do we have?
We have the 901, and then we have a series of 921As and 921Bs, the oscillator drivers, and then 3 921Bs for each of them. So that's a big sound, and that's kind of how it should be. There's so much of a focus, that people tend to engage in later synthesizers that, it's the filter, it's all in the filter, but really, in a modular synthesizer, it's about the oscillator, because the oscillator generates the waveform, and the waveform is the source of everything, and the more oscillators you have, the more complex your waveforms can be. And if you have a lot of oscillators and envelope generators, you can really create some amazing sounds. But this is a lot of oscillators for how few envelope generators there are. But even so, there's, how many mixers? There's four mixers. So you have the opportunity to create some really interesting timbres with all the oscillators. The fixed filter bank, there's 2 filters. And 3 amps. And it's got the ribbon controller, which is delightful. Dual manual. And that's pretty much everything, which makes for a fantastic modular. Beautiful. However, just take something straight out of here.